Ekaro.
Otutuoma.
Barka de Sofia.
Good morning.
Good afternoon. Good evening.
Wow.
Good night.
Really, Mike? What did you drink this morning?
Wherever you are, there are some places that it is night at this point in time.
You have a point.
So to one person is good morning, to another person is good evening.
It's
to another
5
person is
p.m.
good
somewhere.
night. It is. You know, that's the funny thing about this world. Yeah, I think about it, and there are quite a number of things that we don't understand. Imagine taking a trip to space, and then you see that the world is round. How are we standing on something round? There's quite a lot. That's why I know people don't believe a lot of things. But hey, come on, it's a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday morning,
It is.
and
It's a sunny side up Tuesday.
Okay.
Sunny side up.
So
we're bringing up our sunny side.
I've never done a sunny side
up.
egg.
What? Someone has
Never.
to make it for you perfectly.
It's not
And
just to
I'll-
hit it and pour it.
No, there's a special way.
There's a special way.
Don't worry. I'll let you know.
Maybe
how it's
someday Attitude get to show us all of that. But good morning and welcome. We are here, ready up and psyched to take you through this amazing Tuesday edition.
Now, we have the hopes that you're going to be here with us from now till the end of the show. Don't go anywhere too far, okay?
Okay, all right, so just chill. This is going to be a wonderful edition of Wake Up Nigeria. Stay glued. And of course, we're picture perfect. We're still worth it on ensuring that you kick off your week. It's the most productive day of the week, as some people might say.
It
And
is.
in some ways, I do agree if you understand the arguments that they put forth towards all of that. But hey, come on. We're here to set you on the right purpose and hope that high spirits filled with sparkles of glitters will definitely rub off
You
on
don't
you.
feel like, you don't seem like a glitter guy though.
Oh no. Oh,
You're not
no.
a glitter kind of guy.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Why
But you're
should,
a
why should a
sparkles
guy,
kind of
why
guy,
should a
though.
guy be a glitter?
Glitters. Well, a guy wearing glitters is actually kind of attractive
Are we
to some
conking?
women. Yeah.
What's he doing? What's he doing? But yeah, it's the 25th of March.
It is.
This is 1 month that got its fingers into 6 weeks.
How?
So the first was
Why?
a Saturday, and the 31st will be a Monday.
A
so
Monday.
so 4 weeks, well, in between,
weeks,
and
and
then 1 day
Oh,
in 1 week and one. So it's
A 6-week month.
it's the most that can ever happen. It's
We're not
quite a
getting
funny
paid till
month.
next week Monday. Thank you for reminding me that, Mike.
Titi, don't talk about that, Titi.
Why?
Don't do that.
I don't understand.
You are you are the
What?
dynamite.
We-
A multi-billionaire.
Yes, sir.
You don't talk about money.
Oh, no
Money
problem.
talks about you.
Yes, it does. My name is Titilai Oyinsan.
Money doesn't
Remember,
talk about you.
you can use our hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC across all social media platforms to be a part of the best breakfast show on Nigerian TV.
All right, definitely. You can hit us up on tvcentertainment.tv, our website, on YouTube, TVC Entertainment. The app is also available. And yeah, those are options where you can catch us.
GOTV channel 16, UHF channel 49, and StarTimes channel 121. Just try your best to follow us across all social media handles so you don't miss a thing. Talking Facebook, TikTok, X, Instagram, all at TVC Entertainment _.
All right, that's how we roll. We'll kick off with a wonderful chef this morning,
Yeah.
Chef Favor. We're bringing her favorite cooking hands to our kitchen. And of course, it's going to be a wonderful and fine culinary experience. I'm looking forward to that one.
Then for musical performance, Islamic artist Alaria Anobi, whose music is a mix of melody, rhythm, and spirituality, will be gracing our ears with some soulful sounds a little later on. And then for relationships, we have the one and only Didi Edet,
You people-
certified award-winning dating coach based in Nigeria with a matchmaking certification from the US. Matchmaker Didi is going to be right here with a really interesting topic today. You know,
You people are still in relationships in this
what
2025.
are you saying? What are you saying?
You're still in
We
relationships in
need
this
to keep people
2025?
connected.
Do
need
we?
to keep people connected. Yeah, we do. And yeah, in the dating world, there is dating millennial style or Gen Z style, right? So there is a difference apparently, and we need to get to the bottom of this. Is dating different for Gen Zs or millennials? Can they mix and match? We'll find out.
And then we've got Frances Theodore, a digital content creator. She'll be here to talk to us about content creation and all that she does. We'll be having fun with her later on.
All right, a packed show coming your way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So there was rain last night. Yeah.
Okay.
And so okay. Now,
Was it a shower or was it a drizzle?
do you believe in rainmakers?
Rainmakers. Well, I feel like there are definitely some factors that you can create
Oh, definitely. When you
to
come,
push, for rain to come. Yeah.
where there's cloud seeding.
Yeah.
It's been used in the Middle East a lot.
Sure.
And they can create rain, right? But I'm just saying that there's this particular concept. I got into somewhere and they told me that in this place that they hold rain.
Wow.
And
Interesting.
a lot of other places rain go fall, but this particular place before rain falls. But yes,
Oh, wow.
there is a concept where you can make rain. It's cloud seeding, as it were. Good morning. It's the 25th of March, 2025. Well, 250325. It's the news on Wake Up Nigeria. My name is Mike Mesikeno. Now, 2 more inmates have been recaptured, bringing to 5 the number of inmates recaptured after 12 escaped from the medium security custodial center in Kotonkarfe in Kogi State. Sifon SN has the update.
It's now 5, the number of inmates that have been recaptured following the escape of 12 inmates from the medium security custodial center in Kotonkarfe, Kogi State, earlier on Monday. Security forces are on the trail of 7 inmates who are still at large. According to officials of the custodial center, 12 inmates escaped from the holding facility after manipulating the locks. Investigation is on to unravel the incident as there are reports alleging compromise on the part of officials of the holding facility.
I can assure you we'll get to the root of this incident because anybody who is found complicit in this particular issue will be adequately dealt with. We lost 1 personnel. What happened after they manipulated the key? They tied 2 of my personnel who were on duty up, strangled 1, and then made good their escape route.
The theory of jailbreak is not acceptable. There certainly must be internal collaboration, and we'll get to the root. This is what the government wants, and he wants all security agencies in Kogi State to come together, work quickly. Apart from getting to the root of it, they must recover every other. The remaining 9 must come back to custody immediately.
It's not the first time inmates will escape from this facility. In November 2014, an attack by suspected Boko Haram inmates resulted in the escape of 144 inmates. In July 2016, 13 inmates escaped after breaking down a section of the custodial center's perimeter fence. In October 2019, severe flooding compromised the facility, leading to the escape of about 122 inmates. Monday's incident indicates the need to strengthen security and improve the facilities at the custodial centers across the country. Sifon Asian TVC News, Abuja.
Minister of Interior Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo has ordered an immediate investigation into the recent prison break at the Kotonkarfe Correctional Center in Kogi State. Describing the incident as unfortunate, the minister assured the public that efforts are underway to ensure all escaped inmates are recaptured using the service's advanced biometric system and existing technology solutions. In response to the incident, the minister directed the Acting Controller General of the Nigerian Correctional Service, Sylvester Ndidi, to visit the facility, assess the situation, and conduct a full audit to determine what led to the breach. Mr. Tunji-Ojo emphasized that security operatives are already on ground in Kogi State, working to restore order. We'll take a recess. Stay with us. We're coming back in a bit.
Hey. Welcome back. It's time for What's Up and About. And look who it is. It's MM.
Hi. Thanks for the tea, Titi.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, she took the tea. I won't tell you how she took it, but she took it.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, how was your weekend? I know mine ended yesterday, or what I say today.
We've
had a really long one.
Yeah, but she also had an interesting, was it Friday?
Yeah, on Friday. Yeah,
so,
we had our International Women's Day celebration on Friday.
Yeah, and she's still the president.
Yes, the theme.
And once you're president, you're always Mrs. President.
Yeah, the theme for this year was Accelerate Action for Women's Wellness and Wellbeing, and it was a boat cruise. Yeah. Thanks to Lac Ferry for doing this with us this year, and it was such an amazing experience. It was an awesome experience.
Congratulations.
It was important for us to sort of remind women that your well-being and your wellness is your priority. You should make it your priority, because once you do well, you live well, you thrive, you know, and you thriving as a woman affects your family, it affects your office, it affects the community, it affects the society. So yeah, we had so much fun. We had so much fun.
Honestly, congratulations on an amazing event.
Thank you so much.
And yeah, can't wait for the next one. The topic we're talking about is, in fact, it's a topic that has been recurring. It's come back year after year. This phone matter. Phones are still an issue, still a topic for conversation after so long when it comes to couples and spouses. Now, this is how the post goes. It says, don't date or marry someone whose phone you cannot access. What are they hiding? And this person, obviously a man, says, my wife knows all my passwords. Her face and fingerprints are added to unlock all my devices. My ATM pins, security answers, I shared them before we got married. I believe it should be like that. If you can't let your spouse access your phone, then marry your secrets. Life is too short to be playing hanky-panky when you can be confidently wayward. That last line threw me.
So
I don't know. It keeps coming back, though.
Yeah, for this whole thing, find what works for you. So there are some people who want their privacy, and it's not because whether they're doing something or not doing something. You understand? And if you find what works for you, you go with it, because there's just a lot of all these things that people throw around and tell you how if you are not going, if you don't have the password to someone's phone, the person is definitely holding out on you or something like that.
Okay.
It doesn't matter for me. Find what works for you. If it's privacy, if it's your own and you want to just maintain your own, and it works for you, so be it. That's just what I think about it.
There's also something very delicate about things like ATM pins and passwords. So, as much as you want to trust your significant other, you don't know about the people in their immediate space. What if me as a wife, I write down my husband's ATM pin somewhere, and God forbid my phone goes missing, and guess what? That's where our life savings is or something. God forbid. And it gets access.
God forbid.
Yes, because do you understand what I'm saying? So there's something very delicate about that level of trust. Why did they even bring
pin inside, Seth?
No, so that's what he said. He said,
who is he?
His ATM pins. The person who posted.
Solomon Bucci.
Yes. So now, I understand if, for instance, there's, God forbid, an emergency, the person is in the hospital, you need to pay for something, your significant other needs to be able to access funds to pay for your medical care or whatever, right? There are those cases. And if, God forbid, something happens to you and you're not available to do something for your family, your wife has access to your funds so she can help, she can support the family while you're not, available. So there are those areas of things.
Oh, well, this conversation actually brings to the fore a lot of things. And it also begs the question, should you have secrets? Should you hold secrets against your partner? Like, should you keep secrets from your partner? Because, not giving them access to your phone means that you're hiding something. But then, we've had these conversations. Relationship experts have come on the show and they've talked about, some would say that you shouldn't keep secrets from your partner. Others would say it is important that you have, not important, but there's nothing wrong, right, from, keeping some things from your partner. And that's okay because, as human beings, there's certain things that you just want to, keep to yourself. You don't want to share with your partner, and that's okay. That's where boundaries come in, right? Now, should there be boundaries in a relationship between your partner?
Yes.
Yeah.
There are boundaries.
So I'm sitting on the fence on this one, to be honest.
Really?
Yes, I am, because I feel that every relationship is different, right? To each its own. it also depends on the person that you're in a relationship with. If you trust this person enough to not to compromise on your security, on your safety, on, you know, protecting, also being able to protect you.
Protect that secret.
No, not even protect you, because other than the secrets, there's also protecting you from in-laws. From if it's a baby, if it's a mama's baby, that one is also to question. That be, there's if mommy's boy, mommy's boy. No, I mean mommy's boy.
Mommy's boy.
How much information can you keep from mommy when it comes to, you know, your relationship? I think those are questions that you need to ask yourself. If not, now on the question of going through your partner's phone.
If you want to give yourself high BP, it's the quickest way. Well,
it's better to just...
If you want to give yourself a high blood pressure, especially if you have an extremely talented, I'm going to say talented first.
Talented what?
Talented spouse, an affluent spouse, an influential spouse. Before even money comes into this, if you have someone like that, the whole world is going to notice that your spouse is this way. And those are the things that make your spouse who they are. So this influential, affluent, probably handsome or beautiful person is also going to shine their light out to the world. Do you think people will not see it? They're going to see it. So going through someone's phone at that point is like asking for just anxiety issues. Because it's just a bit much.
It's basically the same thing. And it's the same thing like I mentioned. And it's just, you know, before you even got married or something, how were you related? Were you going through each other's phones? You know, it should already, the parameters should already have been defined right from when, you know, you met and all of that. And you know that thing that everybody comes up to talk. I have seen a lot of humanity, so much so that, look, a lot of these things that you read or that people put online, people are just talking. You know, they're looking for engagement also. A coach or whatever, an expert or whatever, wants people to engage with them. So they put up stuff and they say things that will probably resonate with a number of people. In one way, it can resonate. I was listening to this podcast and this host said something. And I was talking about social media and the way the algorithms are. So for instance, if you say, oh, it's going to be a good day, you'll be surprised that the algorithm doesn't push it. But then you say, okay, it's going to be the best day ever. Or it is going to be a terrible day. Extremes. The algorithm will push extremes. So people tend to be contrarian, as it were, or resonate with so many people. And so, look, with everything, you find what works for you, find what has been working for you. Don't go and see something and think that you want to now, you know, experiment or try out something.
One other angle though, whenever people ask your significant other for money, do you think you should tell your spouse about it? What do you think?
Well, if I find out, I'm not going to find it funny, because why didn't you tell me?
Seriously?
Yeah, I'm not going to be happy about it.
You're not going to be happy about that?
Right.
Do you stand on that? If, for instance, someone asks you for money, do you tell your spouse about it? Why? You don't think you need to?
Why?
Two completely different fences.
So that's where communication comes in, because if you feel that, I mean, if we're completely honest and transparent in our relationship, with is one of the parameters that Mike talked about, you know, it's very important. So if we don't have that sort of honest if we don't have that sort of level of honesty in our relationship, where you feel comfortable to let me know that you want to give money to someone of the opposite sex, which of course we know that a lot of women these days, they have motives. Me, I beg you. You need to tell me, because from that money now, she now start having feelings, now start developing. Say it's kind, it's generous, it's benevolent. Wow. Then before you know, she start, thank you so much for the whole months.
Thank you.
Before you know it, thank you will now transcend into
We have
something.
We have to go on a quick break. Honestly, I can't wait to hear your thoughts on this. Use our hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC and let us know. Welcome back. It's time for our relationship conversation. And we have Didi Edet in the building. Now, she is a certified award-winning dating coach based in Nigeria. She is with a matchmaking certification from the US since 2015, and she's been matchmaking for over 7 years, helping individuals find meaningful, in quote, meaningful connections. Matchmaker Didi, formerly the Lagos Matchmaker, is addressing a growing need for privacy in modern dating. Speaking of modern dating, the conversation is an interesting one today. Gen Z dating versus millennial dating. Who had it better? Who has it better? It's still present continuous now, right? Because there's this whole, you know what, let's not even go into talking stages right now. Let's go into the actual compare and contrast Gen Z versus millennial dating in today's world.
Oh yeah. So, well, obviously dating has evolved significantly over time.
Yeah.
Because of things like technology. So with millennials, that's the 1961 to 1996 people, right? And then Gen Z is 1997 to 2012.
Yeah.
And that's when technology was at its peak. So there's obviously significant differences, you know, with dating then. I mean, I would say there are two main differences in the two groups when it comes to dating. So I would say the cultural aspects and technology, of course. Yeah.
Cultural aspects. When you say culture, you know, culture varies. There's pop culture and then there's, you know, traditional African culture. So for me, I think of the timing to even settle down. The mindset of when it's time to settle down is completely different.
Exactly.
So at 23, I was ripe to be married. You know, like you just felt like, okay, it's now or never. It's weird, but that was how it felt, culturally speaking.
Yeah, the society
for the average
just,
millennial.
Yeah, the society just gave you like an age expectation. Like at this age, you should get married.
Yeah.
You know, otherwise you weren't serious with your life. But right now, with the economic realities, you know, it's shifted the timeline for marriage. So now, Gen Zs, they're more focused on other things. So marriage is not having the same timeline. It's not 20s anymore. It's like 30s now.
It's probably even mid to late 30s at this point.
40s are even, you know, in there.
So is it because marriage is no longer a priority? So it feels like financial gain or making money has become a bigger priority than settling down and starting a family. It feels like it's not just a priority of the individual, but also their family.
Yes, because I think it was easier those days to get married younger and even achieve a lot more. Because if you saw the people that were heading banks and stuff, they were much younger than now.
Sure.
You know, so it was easier to achieve a lot when you were younger then. So you could get married and take care of a family. But if you do that right now in your 20s and you don't have the financial backing, you're going to put yourself in a whole lot of trouble. So people are trying to be more realistic. And you know, we're just moving according to the economy. So
the actual process of dating itself is different. Now this is extremely clear, and you've already mentioned technology. So let's touch on that.
Oh, technology has brought too many differences. Even in how you court, like courtship is different. Those the days of you know, midnight calls, letters, you know, face-to-face meetings. Like you go to someone's house and talk to them outside. But now it's sliding into DMs. You don't even need to see the person face to face. So technology has brought that whole courtship part to make it very different now.
Sure.
You know, and technology has also influenced how people take relationships seriously.
So is this better? And when I say better, technology-wise, has it made dating better or worse in terms of the dating pool and your options? What are your thoughts?
That's a very interesting question. Yeah, that's a very interesting question. I guess it depends on where, you know, what angle you look at it from. Better or worse. Better in the sense that there's accessibility to people. So you can meet someone in a different country, a different state. You could just meet people from different places. So you have more options. But then the idea of more options also comes with its own troubles. Because there's the illusion of limitless options. So you're just, anybody you meet, you're like, I don't like the way he sneezes. Next, because you feel like the options don't end. So that also can pose a problem too.
So I like what you did there, where you did this because you gave us the motion of swiping.
Oh, definitely.
Yes, because there are quite a few swiping apps that
yeah.
those apps existed for millennials. However, now it feels like a staple on some people's devices.
Yeah.
So if they don't have access to those apps that either help you swipe left or right, they are not ready to date.
Yes, I mean, people are doing real life swiping left and right too.
Wow.
Yeah, so you meet someone on a date, they say something you don't like swipe left next, because there's the whole limitless option. But before, you would say, okay, do you know what? I don't like the way he laughs, but I like other things. And then you'd have more patience when it comes to dating.
Sure.
But now there's zero patience, because it's like, if I don't like one thing, I'm sure I'll find some other person, you know, tomorrow.
So that lack of patience, I think, is a delicate thing. Because there are a lot of millennial marriages that did not last. They went through the motions. They sat down with family. They even turned the pounded yam and everything for, you know, the in-laws, and they did all the traditional stuff. But a lot of them are single today or divorced today.
Yeah, I would say, to be honest, there's a point in time when millennial marriages or millennial relationships actually did merge with the Gen Z stuff, so with the technology part. So they also got to see that, look, I don't have to be stuck in here. The whole limitless option, like, I can have another option. I mean, with Two-Face and his wife lasted for a very long time. And then you see marriages crashing at a different period. Like, after 20 years, you're like, what happened in 20 years, you know?
Sure.
But then they go into the whole technology thing. There's now access to someone that maybe he would never have seen in person. But now, because of technology, Instagram, you can see her picture and talk to her, and she can talk to you back, and then you're like, my wife of 20 years might not be that important. I can meet someone new.
Wow.
So technology still had a part in it.
Wow.
Even for millennials.
So one thing I am a little on the fence about is this endless talking stages aspect of things. Because it feels like, okay, so talking stage for me, I didn't even understand the concept until about maybe a year ago. Talking stages was like a particular phase in dating. Talking, so not talking like this, I'm guessing chatting. I'm not sure how to break that down. But it feels like in Nollywood film or a Netflix series that just never ends because of technology. Moving to the next step becomes a challenge.
Yes, yes. I think like millennials did have the whole structure.
Yeah.
You're dating to get married. So it was like courtship was like we go on dates, ask the important questions, and then we know we're going towards marriage. But with Gen Z and the whole technology, it's not just one person you're talking to. You have like a lot of people you're talking to. So courtship is different now. It's not even, let's not call it courtship anymore. Like you said, talking stages. So they're talking and talking and talking and seeing just where it might land. But the talking stages are not as serious as courtship was. It's not with a definition or a destination. It's just like,
So the issue of, so when does talking stages end? When do you realize it's ended? So obviously I wouldn't know, but is the climax of the talking stage when maybe intimacy happens or when someone decides to visit someone's parents? What does it? When does that series end?
with the Gen Z, it's a bit harder. Like, well, how long would you say your courtship was? Which is the period when you met the person till they said, I'm sure what I want. How long would you say that lasted for?
Based on experience, was about 3 years. Yeah.
So you see, it was definitely, they had like a destination in their mind. And it wasn't aligning, they would move on.
Okay.
But people have endless talking stages because they could leave you on the benchmark like, okay, in case I don't find somebody else, I'll come back to you. You're like my plan B.
Wow.
So that's why some talking stages just keep going and going.
And I guess that's why people still want to keep their options
open. Definitely.
Goodness me.
It's harder to keep your options open as a millennial because it was a smaller pool. If you try to keep your options open, you'll be caught.
Wow.
Because someone will be like, I know that guy. I'm talking to that guy too. But now you can talk to someone in a different country.
Yeah.
It's hard to get caught, basically.
All right. And is there, just final question, is there a point where millennial and Gen Z dating actually mix and match? Is there any point?
Very, very interesting question. It is, there's a point, but it will be difficult because with Gen Z being focused on technology,
Yeah.
they tend to reach out with DMs and chats and stuff.
Yeah.
Millennials might get to reach out with phone calls and things. And then they would look at a Gen Z as being emotionally detached because, oh, I'm calling you and you never respond.
Wow.
You're always just chatting. You know, while the Gen Z might look at it as too much.
Interesting.
You know, you're being too much, you're always calling.
You're always in my space.
Yeah, you should be talking, you know. You can't come over and visit like those days and come to my parents' house and we talk outside. It's excessive.
Interesting. Interesting. All right, that was compare and contrast. I think we never knew we needed. But we would love to hear your thoughts on this as well. Please use our hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC and let us know your thoughts on this. Millennials versus Gen Z dating. All right, then let's take that break. We'll be back.
We're back. It was still in the spirit of Ramadan. This morning we have with us Alariya Anobi. He is an Islamic musician who's been singing in the last 15 years. His music is a mix of melody, rhythm, and spirituality. And this morning he's yet here to, you know, put us in that soulful and, you know, also remind us of the season. How are you doing this morning?
I'm fine. How about you, ma'am?
I'm very well, thank you. So the song you're performing to this morning is Mahmoud. Mahmoud.
Exactly.
I love it. Mahmoud.
The
commendable. Yeah. So talk to us about what inspired the song.
Okay. My stage name, Alariya Anobi, was derived from my musical style, which aligns with remembrance of Allah and eulogy of Prophet Muhammad.
Okay.
So this song, Mahmoud, is the song about praise of Prophet Muhammad.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So it talks about the founder of peace. Peace be upon him. That's Prophet Muhammad.
Okay. In the last 15 years, talk to us in just a little, in a summary, what your journey, your musical journey has been like.
Oh, we give thanks to God, though it has not been easy being an Islamic musician, a dimensional musician. I sing hip hop and some other music as well, Afro pop. So, but we thank God today. Gradually, we are moving.
All right. I can't wait to hear your performance.
All
Are
right,
you ready for us?
Thank you so very much.
Take it away.
I'm ready.
Baba Fatima o, mo wà nínú ayé o, mi ò rí rárá. Mo wà nínú ayé, mi ò rí rárá. Mo wà nínú ayé, mi ò rí rárá. Irú ọmọ mi, Baba Fatima o, mo wà nínú ayé, mi ò rí rárá. Èmi wà nínú ayé o, mi ò rí rárá. Mo wà nínú ayé, mi ò rí rárá. Irú ọmọ mi, Baba Fatima o. Mo wà nínú ayé o, mi ò rí rárá. Mo wà nínú ayé, mi ò rí rárá. Àyà mi ò rí o. Mo wà nínú ayé, mi ò rí rárá. Irú ọmọ mi, Baba Fatima o. Mo wà nínú ayé, mi ò rí rárá. Mímọ́ bá tó níbẹ̀rẹ̀ tí ò ní lópin, tó dá gbogbo nǹkan lóhun tó máa lópin. Ayé yìí níbẹ̀rẹ̀ kò dájú á lópin, gbogbo òkè òun pẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ àlópin. Ilẹ̀ tí a ń tẹ̀yìn lọ́jọ́ kan ló wáyé, tòun ti sọ́mọ lọ́jọ́ kan wá dópin. Gbogbo ohun tó níbẹ̀rẹ̀ ló máa lópin, àfọlọ́hún ní nìkan ni ò ní lópin. A ò pélé yìí níbì kan, àbẹ̀nú ní iṣẹ́ ńlá o. Ìkẹ́jú ò ní òpin kó lọ́gùn iṣẹ́ ńlá. Mo wà nínú ayé, mi ò rí rárá o. Mo wà nínú ayé, mi ò rí rárá. Mo wà nínú ayé, mi ò rí rárá. Irú ọmọ mi, Baba Fatima. Mo wà nínú jẹ́ méjì ìbànújẹ́ àti dùnnú sórí bòdì méjì o ọ̀rẹ́ àti ọ̀tá ló fi jẹ́ méjì ìwọ ló dá kúkú o ló tún dá kúkúrú yíyàtọ̀ tán yàtọ̀ ló fi jẹ́ méjì òjíṣẹ́ pọ̀ lọ́jà tí wọ́n lé ní méjì o àpọ́nlé tó wà níbẹ̀ dà tọ́lọ́hún bá jẹ́ méjì ọ̀kan tá lọ́lọ́run mi ọ̀kan tá lọ́lọ́run mi kò ní pé méjì o ọlọ́run wà dáhùn kan irú ẹ̀ ò pé méjì dídí dání wà lẹ́wà kò sí ró ní jẹ́ ńlá ẹ̀dá tí irú ọ̀la rẹ̀ ò pé méjì o kò pé méjì.
Yep, that's the date and that's the year. Welcome to the second lap of Wake Up Nigeria. It's been a wonderful first half and great to have you for the second lap.
And blessed are those who take our time to join us on the most exciting family breakfast TV show in Nigeria. Yes, we do say so ourselves.
Definitely.
It is, after all, the best of the crop.
It is, definitely. And we've had a wonderful carousel of entertainment, information, and all of that. We've had a relationship discussion. We're talking about millennials and Gen Zs and all of that. Maybe next time we'll talk about Gen Alphas because they are coming up quite up.
But I don't want the Gen Alphas to start dating yet, please. My kids are Gen Alpha, please.
Oh, okay. Gen Alpha is what's the range?
Okay. I know that any kids born this year are Gen
teenagers.
Beta.
Oh, there's been better.
From this year,
right.
yeah.
Very soon.
I beg, not yet.
Let's know when we'll have Gen Omega.
Yay! Chef Faith has finally decided to grace us with her presence. It's so nice of you to join us. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you.
You sure you did not have any problems getting here this morning?
No.
That's how you missed the first hour of our show. It's okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
What's most important is you're here.
Yeah.
And we're glad to have you. Thank you so much. So
Thank
this
you
morning,
too.
Chef Faith will be making rice and vegetable sauce. Very simple, easy recipe. I absolutely love vegetable sauce, and that's because it's very versatile. You can use it with absolutely anything. Other than rice, you can have it with yam, you can have it with potatoes, you can have it with plantains, you can have it with spaghetti, pasta. I told you guys, there's so many options that you can, have alongside your vegetable sauce. But hey, let's talk about the ingredients for our vegetable sauce.
Okay.
Because I feel like the vegetable sauce is the star of this dish. Right? Go ahead.
Yeah, okay, so today we have the tomatoes. I'm going to make the vegetable sauce. When you want to make the vegetable sauce, it depends on how you want it.
Right.
Some people can just add a different type of meat inside. Okay. So today I decided to go with the fish. Yeah, the smoked fish. It's going to give
love smoked fish. It gives it a certain taste and flavor and aroma as well.
Yeah.
I feel like vegetable sauce should not be made without fish. Your smoked Titus fish. Smoked Titus fish. I think you can also use shower. Well, because shower has a lot of bone in it, right?
And it has a different kind of taste, and some people don't like it.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. I think Titus is your best.
Yeah, it's the best.
It's your best bet, right? So go ahead, please.
Okay, so I'm going to be making it with the smoked fish. Then we have this fish here, people call it bonga fish.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Different people will have the name that they call it.
So
I'll be adding
breaking this in the dish? In the sauce?
Yes. I'll be removing the back, then the bone.
Also, you have to take off the skin.
Yes,
really?
You have to do that because
there's sanding on it.
No, the back is hard.
If it goes into the heat, won't it get soft?
People don't like the texture. Some people don't like the texture of it, and some people, after removing it, they decide to blend it and add it into whatever they are cooking.
I see why the blending will work.
Yeah.
Bonga fish is I don't think I've ever worked with this fish before. I don't think I've ever used it for any meal at all. But well, if you say it adds a certain flavor, but I think I'll try the blending of the skin. And just use it as a seasoning.
Yeah, it's good.
Like crayfish.
Yeah, it's just like crayfish.
Nice. Okay.
So we have our tomatoes, the onions, pepper, seasoning, and oil. So these are the things that we'll be using for our vegetable sauce for today.
And then for the oil, we are making use of vegetable oil, people. But I think you can also use palm oil if you like.
Yes. If you want it more local.
If you want it more local, you can use your palm oil.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can even use both.
Yes.
Yeah, because that way you have, you know, that richness of oil, you know, just playing around on the top of the sauce. I know.
You know,
when
you want to make use of palm oil, you can add to make it more local. You just have to add your locust beans to it.
You know what? Hold that thought, Chef Faith. Hold that thought. We'll be right back. The show continues shortly, people. Stay with us.
Who run the world? Girls. Yes, we love talking about that, especially when we meet individuals like Temi Adelana. Now, she is here. She is the convener of the Global Girls Festival. Welcome to Wake Up Nigeria.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Titi. Thank you.
First of all, love the earrings.
Oh, nice.
Love the look.
Thank you. I'm repping Global Girls.
Okay, Global Girls Festival.
Yes,
So for those that don't understand about this movement, you need to let us in on how this all began. Talk to us.
Wow, for me, it's been a long journey. I started about over a decade ago while I was in uni, and it's knowing that all that building I did from being a shoemaker to being, you know, an entrepreneur on various facets, to starting a restaurant while I was a student in Great Fair, and also like investing in smaller businesses, finding investors, coming back to uni and placing those monies and doing like accelerator programs at a very early stage, and made me realize that there's a journey that must be imputed into this generation that is very important for us to have the kind of people we want to see, or we say we want to see. Because a lot of times we complain about the things that are happening within this generation, but what are we really doing about changing it? So we're like, for the face of the next generation of women, next generation of innovators, next generation of female builders across Africa, we are creating change. We're going to shape them. It's like you have a young child, and you want the child to become a doctor while they're not even sure. Even if they don't become a doctor, but you start to pay, they go to like preschool, nursery school. So that is what this is really about, and that's where I started from. And for me, it's personal, it's passionate, it is my work.
So when I saw builders, the question was, building what? What exactly are we building in these girls, these women?
So two key things for us is proper venture education and building a forefront of bloominess in terms of identity and knowing what you carry, the weight you carry as a woman in this generation, and the ideal things that must be done. So for us, it's those two things, you know, and we try to also implement excellence, knowing that whatever we do, it must be done appropriately, not because you run a hair business that you just do anyhow. You must have the basic, at least a little structure from maybe a landing page or an Instagram that is properly managed, a customer service, you know, just properly like start to implement things. You know how to say, then you keep growing like
so
over
this
time.
festival is an enlightenment platform as well.
Yes,
to,
it is.
In a sense, educate on those areas. So you mentioned things like a landing page. These are basic things that the average young person has access to, but maybe don't see as a priority. Right? But then you've probably brought in some people to help with all this enlightenment.
We have.
Who do we have?
So partners, we have Young Women Code, which is like a vibrant tech platform that helps women with understanding education in tech and also
Okay.
providing gadgets
Nice.
for them when they're done. We have, which is also like a partner, Elivra Labs, which is like another investment platform. Then we have internally ventures in our studio, because ideally this is bedded from her line, which is like where I lead as a team lead, and it's a venture studio. So we have about 5 companies, some in branding and digital communications. We have a tech startup and one other brand, where we then bring women and integrate them through the learning process of, you know, to becoming that what we say we want them to be.
So what sort of age group are we talking now? Because girls was in quotes there.
Yeah.
And there are kid innovators, kid entrepreneurs as well.
Yeah.
So talk to us about the age group.
You just sang who runs the world.
Girls.
So I mean, it's not limited, right?
Okay.
So, but so as I usually say, this for us is not just about Women's Month. It's our work, and it's the journey we started like a while ago, and we've seen that the age ranges from about 16 to 65.
Wow.
So we've had like older women in our circle, and we've also found that everybody needs to be lent that voice. Some people want to go back to school. Some people never had the opportunity to be educated, and so these are like, for me, the age ranges for us rather the age range, it ranges from about 16 to 65.
Wow.
Yes, for now.
So, so that's who you're. I don't want to use the term targeting. That's who you're putting this together for.
Yeah.
But who are giving you the biggest response? What is the age group that are responding towards this weekend's event?
I think we have about from 18 to 40.
Okay.
Yeah, from 18 to 40. Mostly 18 to 40, we have a bit of early stage founders, a bit of C-suite women, and a couple undergraduates.
Nice.
Yeah, so we have like a blend of all those kind of women.
So you obviously have a big end game here. What is it you hope for this platform to achieve, let's say in the next 2 to 5 years?
To be honest, one is impact.
Okay.
Second is influence. 3 is profit. And that is...
Profit is 3?
Yes.
Wow,
profit
all the
is
way 3.
Because, I mean, you can't profit off what is not like properly like enabled or what is not properly, you know, outlined. Sure. Most times when we venture into things, we just do German. But we have to like break through. Like the foundation has been a bit damaged with the generation and the things exposure. So we have to kind of find a way to fix things. So for me, profit is, I like money, but profit is
so
still
it's
3.
Impact first.
Yes, influence
and
profit.
Then profit.
Yeah.
So the profit part is very important to most people.
Yeah.
And people are probably watching right now wondering, okay, so I come for this festival, right? What exactly am I taking home? What do they expect to take away from this event?
So when I say profit as a third point, right? Not that they all work hand in hand, right? But when I say profit as a third, the first thing is the impact, right? Sure. Because that's why we're doing what we're doing. And that being said, right, for us at Herline, we're going to be opening a fund that day, an impact fund that we're currently structuring, and we're going to be opening it that day. And this fund is towards enabling more women and to help them, you know, build properly and to upgrade them to the point that we envisage as an organization or as an event, right? So when you come for the Global Girls Festival, know that you're going back with like better information, a more valid foresight of understanding yourself as a woman, and it gets you to the point of wanting to bloom and want to go back and shine, stand up brightly and do that which you're supposed to do well. And there's also the part where because I have that knowledge, I can make more money. I have higher earning capacity. And for us, it's interesting because our audience is not limited to the Nigerian, we're not limited to the Nigerian audience. We have a strong Gambia audience. We have extending to a couple other African countries, right? And we're also trying to do Africans in diaspora. So when we say Global Girls Festival, people have asked me, but we're in Nigeria now, is that we're saying you're local, right? But think global. You're local, but start to dream big, right? Start to do things that positions you You might not get there immediately, but start to position yourself. So in the next 4 years, as you asked me, in the next 5 years, we have delegates from everywhere. There's like that trade exchange, that people exchange. Like there's like, it's for me, it's long term.
It's also
right?
knowledge exchange.
Yes, it's knowledge exchange. Yeah, you're right.
I have to say thank you so much, Timmy, for coming to talk to us about this. The Global Girls Festival sounds amazing, and it's a movement that just started, but I feel like it has a very bright future.
It does. Thank you for having me. Thank you.
All right then. So, are you a global girl? Are you thinking global? You thinking local? Well, you'll probably be able to answer that question sometime soon. We'll be looking out for this event. We will. We're going to take a quick break at this point. We'll be back after this.
Favor. Well, I wasn't exactly sure if I was singing the song or referring to Chef Fave right here. But hey, Chef Fave is still here right here in the kitchen. And it's always a pleasure having her here with her beautiful smile. I know, right? Right, so guys, we are making rice. Well, she is making rice and vegetable sauce.
Yeah.
And I see that our onion is already caramelizing, which was not the intention.
Yeah.
But she had already heated up the oil, the vegetable oil, and then she just put in some of the onions, and I told her, hey, hold up, people. hold up, Faith. We can't do this without our viewers, because we do this for you every single day.
Yeah.
So, Favor, over to you.
Okay. So I'll be frying my onions first.
Okay. That's a lot of onions.
Yeah, onions.
And luckily, onions are very affordable now. The price has gone down.
Yeah.
Because I remember last time I went to the market, I bought I think 6,000 worth, like that big bath.
Wow.
Like the bath, like the 6,000 naira for 6,000 naira.
It's still expensive.
Is it?
Yes. It's still expensive.
My chest. She says it's still expensive. Though. Okay. So what are we doing with our bunga fish? If we started deboning it, right?
Yeah, I'm removing the bones.
And what are we doing with the skin? Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay.
Unless maybe if I still want to use it, then I can blend it. But for now, I'm not making use of it again. I'll just remove the back and throw it away.
Okay.
Yes.
Maybe not throw it away. We could reuse it.
Okay.
You don't waste things in this season.
Yeah.
Yes. You don't waste it.
Yeah.
We have to use it. Maybe we blend it like she suggested earlier on. And then we'll use it as crayfish. Like,
yeah.
You know, like you'd use your crayfish. So I'm going to remind you guys on the ingredients for our vegetable sauce this morning. We have our smoked Titus fish. We have our already blended pepper. We have, pepper is expensive now, is it?
Yeah, it's expensive.
It is, right? And then we have a lot of vegetable here. That's a generous amount of ugu. And then we have our already sliced tomatoes. I see you can tell that she was very, very careless with this cutting. She was just cutting it because she knows she came late. So she just chopping it up. Like, I know she would have taken her time to chop it perfectly. Yeah. But she was like, let's just do the thing, Jerry. After everything will come together, right? Okay, so we have our onion in there. What's going in next?
The tomatoes, but I just want the onions to fry more before I add the
tomatoes.
Yes.
So after the tomatoes, what's going in?
Then I can add my pepper, then allow it to fry a bit, then put my seasoning. Okay. And after that, I can then add the smoked fish and this one. Okay. I'm supposed to add this one before.
Before the smoked fish, right?
Yes.
Because you want it to cook really well.
Yeah, but it doesn't take time.
It doesn't take time, right? Well, I've never worked with bunga fish before, but because you have recommended it, I will work with it. But then it has a lot of bone in it, right? So I think you have to be very careful when using it and ensure that. But don't use this if you are making anything for children.
Yeah, not for children.
Because you don't want these bones getting stuck in their throat. So I think you should. I would not suggest or advise that you use the bunga fish, but I think the tighter smoked fish will be an ideal option, right? So we have our tomatoes going in now.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks good. I love tomatoes. I think tomatoes are very affordable. They are very cheap now.
Yeah, they're very cheap.
Has gone down.
Yes, very cheap now.
Yeah. quite cheap now. Price has gone down drastically. So we can enjoy our tomatoes because they are very, 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 very high in a lot of nutrients, vitamins, very, very nutritious. They're also good for your heart. They're good for the eyes. So eat your tomatoes today. Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so now we're just going to wait.
Let it fry.
Just let it fry. I love the combination between the combination of tomatoes and onions.
Yeah.
You know, when it goes into your oil, just that aroma.
Yeah.
Like, it gives you that, it just wakes up the whole place.
Yeah.
It gives you there's something it does.
Yeah, like
to the atmosphere.
Just want it to, it makes it to want to eat the food.
Yeah, like you can't wait to eat it.
Yeah.
It's like when it's like how you hear a song that serenades the whole place.
Yeah.
You know, it fills up the whole room. I love it. Absolutely love it. Especially when they are fresh tomatoes. You know, there's a different aroma fresh tomatoes gives you.
Yeah.
And there's a different aroma that's well, not exactly blanched tomatoes give you. Yeah. So they're different, you know, it depends on what you're going for. Oh, that looks good. It looks good already.
Yeah.
And it's not even ready yet. And yes, I feel like we have just neglected and ignored our rice.
Our rice is cooking.
Yeah, rice is cooking,
It's
people.
cooking,
Yeah.
yeah.
The white rice is still cooking, and that rice looks very white.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've got to ensure that we cook it till it's really soft. So does it sometime last week, I think 2 weeks ago, I was craving this, you know, this white rice that you cook till it's soft and is
mashed.
Yeah, like a little mash, like it becomes like
a block.
Like comes into like clusters, like clumps, like clusters, right?
Yeah, you have to use spoons to cut it.
Yeah, to cut it. I was craving it so badly.
Yeah.
And I had it.
Wow.
I ensured I cooked that rice.
So how did you cook it? You cook it direct or you boiled it?
No, I boiled it. And then when I put it back, I added a lot of water.
Yeah.
But then it felt like the rice was beginning to cook like beans. I kept on adding water to ensure that I got that, that softness. Because I actually really like my rice really soft.
Wow.
Right. I love my rice really soft, but this particular one, I wanted it to be really soft.
Okay.
I don't know what it was, but I just wanted it and I got it.
Yeah.
But hey guys, tell me how you like your rice cooked.
Yeah.
Do you like it al dente? Or do you like it really soft? Or do you like it like masher? That's what we used to call it back then. Masher.
You know, most people like their rice to, like, they don't want it too soft, but it's just few people that want very soft rice.
Very soft rice.
Yes.
I love my rice.
Like me, I don't like soft rice.
Are you serious?
Yes.
So you're the type that just wants it hard.
Yeah, not hard, not too hard, but I don't want it to come together. Like you have to use spoon to cut it.
Well, yeah, I want my rice soft too. Very soft. But hey guys, use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC across all our social media platforms. Let us know how you like your rice. Do you like it al dente? Or do you like it partly parboiled? Or do you like it really soft like I do, right? So that way it's easier to chew. Right, and also for the kids, let's help them too. Let's not be giving them hard rice. Give them soft rice. So that it will be easier to enjoy the food, Abby.
Yeah.
So, anyway, so guys, yes, we are still making rice and vegetable sauce. And because our chef Faith came late,
oh my God,
is still cooking. So that, let me call her out. So that tomorrow, if the chef coming tomorrow does not come late, because you'll be called, I will call you out too.
Oh my God.
Right, so our rice is cooking, and then we have our onions
and
in
tomatoes.
Our vegetable oil. It was really hot. We used a lot of onions, guys, a lot of it. And then we have our tomatoes in there, and we're just going to wait for everything to cook together nicely. And then explain the rest of the process for the vegetable sauce.
White tomato is frying, so the next thing I'm going to add is the fresh pepper. Then after the fresh pepper, I can now add my bonga fish, but I'm still going to remove the bone from this thing because
in there.
Yeah. Then after that, I can add in my seasoning, get the taste. Then the next thing I'm going to put in there is the smoked fish. Then the last one is the vegetable.
Are you going to wash the smoked fish? Because I notice people don't like to wash the smoked fish.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, because you don't want to wash all the flavor.
Yes.
Yeah, the flavor is all around the fish. You don't want to wash it off.
I feel
you
like
want that. You want to get that taste, that authentic taste from the fish. I highly recommend using smoked fish.
Yeah,
it's
like
I feel it's the MVP, people. Like, you don't know what you're missing. I know Titus is expensive now too.
It's very expensive.
1 kilo is like 6,000 naira.
Yeah.
But you can use, unfortunately, there's no half kilo of Titus.
No.
the smoked one. There's no half kilo of it. But so you have to buy like a whole one. How much did you buy this ones for?
I don't even want to say the price.
No, say it.
Okay, so for this one, I bought it for like 3.5.
The two of them?
Yeah.
That's cheap, oh.
You know, they sell it for one, but in some places they will sell it for like a kilo.
Okay.
I think it's because it's smoked. If it's the fresh one, it's more expensive. Yeah.
Okay. All right. But then I feel there are other, alternatives when it comes to your fish options that you could use. The shower, but you need to be careful, there's a kote.
Yeah, there's kote.
But I've never seen roasted kote fish before.
They have it. They have roasted kote fish.
I've never seen that before.
But this one has more taste than that one.
Yeah, this has more flavor than it. Well, it's been a ride so far right here in the kitchen. Chef Dave is still, ensuring that our vegetable sauce comes together very nicely. I am loving the aroma. I can't wait. I can't wait for breakfast to be ready. But hey guys, don't go anywhere.
Going don't think Timothy was to kill it. Amadu make me on this only. Odeki shake me musale. I know they be mosquito but taking. He had the jody odi. Story me cover the longo. Maybe family oju roko. If I move carry a take. Many advice make making para soko. Ọlọ́run mi ọba mímọ́ ilẹ̀ mi tó ṣú má jù pé kó tó mọ́. Jọba mi ṣe kó má pẹ́ mọ́ má dúpẹ́ oríire látàlẹ́ mọ́júmọ́. Jọba mi ṣe kó má pẹ́ mọ́ má dúpẹ́ oríire látàlẹ́ mọ́júmọ́. Joy is coming, ayọ̀ mi bọ̀ wá. Blessing go follow, ire máa tó dé yẹ́yẹ́. Joy is coming, ayọ̀ mi bọ̀ wá o. Blessing go follow, ire máa tó dé yẹ́yẹ́. Badi eluku, di eluku, Emma bamijo. Badi eluku, di eluku, Emma bamijo. Badi eluku, di eluku, Emma bamijo. Badi eluku, di eluku, Emma bamijo.
Blessing, why me wow, ki ma jaye lo. No more sufferness and sorrow, Emma Koshilo. Many things will happen, oju de ti ri shake. I hustle for my moolah, ere kowo pe le mi baka. Orí mi máa sùn lé, ẹ̀dá mi máa sùn lé. Ajé wá fi lé mi ṣe ibùgbé, ọ̀la wá fi lé mi ṣe ibùgbé. Orí mi máa sùn lé, ẹ̀dá mi máa sùn lé. Ajé wá fi lé mi ṣe ibùgbé, ọ̀la wá fi lé mi ṣe ibùgbé.
Joy is coming, ayọ̀ mi bọ̀ wá. Blessing go follow, ire máa tó dé yẹ́yẹ́. Joy is coming, ayọ̀ mi bọ̀ wá o. Blessing go follow, ire máa tó dé yẹ́yẹ́. Gba díẹ̀ lókù, ẹ máa bá mi jó. 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 Joy is coming, ayọ̀ mi bọ̀ wá. Blessing go follow, ire máa tó dé yẹ́yẹ́. Joy is coming, ayọ̀ mi bọ̀ wá o. Blessing go follow, ire máa tó dé
Body eloku, di eloku. Emma bamijo, body eloku, di eloku. Emma bamijo, body eloku, di eloku. Emma bamijo, body eloku, di eloku. Emma bamijo. Orí mi máa sọ̀lẹ̀, ẹ̀dá mi máa sọ̀lẹ̀. Ajé wá fi lé mi ṣe bùgbé, ọ̀la wá fi lé mi ṣe bùgbé. Orí mi máa sọ̀lẹ̀, ẹ̀dá mi máa sọ̀lẹ̀. Ajé wá fi lé mi ṣe bùgbé, ọ̀la wá fi lé mi ṣe.
Beautiful performance there by Alaria Anobi. Hey, joy is coming. Food is coming, people.
Yes, it is. Joy is coming. Food is coming.
Right, food is coming.
I love it.
Food and joy.
They come together.
Yes, Chef Fav is still here and ensuring that our vegetable sauce comes together very nicely. I think our white rice is ready, right?
Yeah, it's almost.
It's ready. Almost there. Almost there.
This white rice.
Just a few more minutes.
It reminds me of Sunday rice.
Wow.
Oh. Yeah.
We're just anticipating.
Anticipating.
Waiting.
Especially when the pot is full.
Goodness me. But that vegetable looks like it is going to be so rich. Look at all the fish and all the... Ooh, love it, love it, love it.
So our bunga fish has gone in, right?
Yeah.
And then our blended pepper has gone in as well.
Yes, yeah.
So when is the smoked fish going in?
I want the bonga fish to get soft.
Oh,
yeah.
So a bonga fish is called shawa.
Yes.
Not shower. Is it shower?
It's shawa.
Which one? This one?
No. Shower is not bonga fish.
Really?
No. Shower is not bonga fish. But they have similar. They're very similar though.
Yes,
yeah, in terms
very
of
similar.
not in structure.
Yeah.
But in bone.
Yes.
They have a lot
The
of
amount
bones.
of bone.
Yeah. They are in the same family. Right.
All this YouTube.
Yeah. No, it's not. She's not going to use all that seasoning. No, don't
I saw
worry.
it and I was wondering.
No.
Where do you want to put that one inside? But yeah, all right. hold
I
on,
think she's
hold
gonna
on.
use all the seasonings, but then I think it's been a marriage of flavors in
Yeah.
here. We're talking about the bonga fish, the onions, and then the smoked fish.
Yeah.
We're having a ball here.
Well,
Well done.
At this point, we have to wrap it up on Wake Up Nigeria. We are far spent on time, but it's been an amazing Tuesday, everyone.
All right, Rachel,
It has.
we will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Have a great day, people.
Bye.